Halloween is my favorite time of year to be doing Pokemon videos on YouTube, and over the next couple of days, I got some videos coming out daily, so be on the lookout. Anyway, we've just had a new Pokemon revealed. It's Greavard, a new ghostly pup Pokemon, and I immediately know what you're thinking. You know exactly what Pokemon this is closely related to. You see the candle on its head and you think, that looks just like Litwick. Is this Pokemon related to Litwick on the Tree of Evolution? The Tree of Evolutionary Life, by the way, being a project I've been working on here on the channel for years. It's manifested not only in a series of videos like this where I explain how Pokemon are related to one another, but also in a poster which you can pre-order the newest version of this poster now. Obviously, Pokemon like Greavard aren't yet on the poster. I haven't yet decided where they go. That's what I'm deciding in this video right now. But once I do know where everything for the new generation goes, the newest version of the poster will be available. It's currently available for pre-order. Get your pre-orders in now and you got a good chance that it's going to arrive before the holidays. You know, a little gift for yourself or for a friend, right? Let's talk about Greavard and how it's absolutely not related to Litwick. Because other than the fact that they both have purple flames on their head, there's not a lot connecting these Pokemon, but there is something connecting them, and we'll get to that. For the Tree of Evolutionary Life, I like to focus on the final evolution of the Pokemon, and Chandelure is in no way a dog, which Greavard clearly is. Now that's not to say that all dog Pokemon will go on the canine branch of the Tree of Evolution when it's all is said and done. Fidough and Slurpuff, I've already said, are more like confectionery in nature and a little bit more closely related to alchemy, and it could be the case that we're seeing something like that here, except the shape of Chandelure is something closer to a big, dangly, tendrily plant-like creature, something a little bit more closely related to like Drifblim or Gourgeist, with an internal fire core and a spherical body and then tendrils attached. That is not what we see when we look to Greavard. Greavard is very clearly a pup, and probably not the final evolution, so when its final evolution gets revealed, that could change absolutely everything. There are other Hellhound Pokemon, ghastly dogs, like, for example, the Houndour line, which is a fire-type line of dogs. Interestingly, we also have the Growlithe evolution line, and when we look to Hisuian Growlithe, we see Hisuian Growlithe's eyes covered by fur, just like Greavard. It's also very clearly got a huge jaw, this Pokemon, which kind of reminds me a lot of Gramble. So where on the evolutionary tree does this Pokemon go? Probably pretty closely related to those other canine Pokemon. It's just too much of a coincidence to have all of those traits and not line up and not be related to them. But then what about Litwick? What is the connection there? Is he gonna say it? Is he gonna say convergent evolution? Convergent evolution! This is like Wiglet and Diglett all over again. This is Greavard has clearly lived around or developed a trait similar to that Litwick has developed. A trait that is beneficial for this Pokemon's survival. And yes, I say survival because even though it's ghost type, it is still a living creature, and it's part of the Tree of Evolution. I established before in the whole video about ghost type Pokemon that Pokemon like Cursula are still related to Corsola. They're not related to some separate spiritual branch of the Tree of Evolution, which is what I had on the last version of the tree and what the new version of the tree will not have. So what is this trait that's so beneficial? Well, when we look to Litwick's Pokedex entries, we see that the flame on its head absorbs the energy of people and Pokemon. And what do we see in the trailer revealing Greavard? The energy of the person it's playing with being absorbed by it as Greavard energizes up and the person discovering it collapses to the ground. That to me seems pretty clear. I love this time of year. I love the announcement and reveal of spooky Pokemon, but there are some spooky Pokemon that are from beyond this world. Watch this space for the next couple days. Who knows what exactly is going to arrive. And while you're waiting, please don't forget to get in those pre-orders for the new Tree of Evolution. Links are in the description and you'll get yours first before anyone else. So hi, Pokemon Masters.
This is Ash Ketchum. You just watched a video by Birdkeeper Toby. That makes you a Pokemon Master.
A huge thank you to those of you supporting both this channel and Cardkeeper Toby through Patreon. A huge shout out to the big patrons of the month, Jedruben, Michael Hornschuch, Elite Trainer Kenway, and the Alligator. Thank you.